Boom. And we are live with another episode of the Brown Water Banter podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey K.
That's right. And we got a great show for you this evening, man. We got the gentlemen from the Pascagoula Men's Club. We got Bruce and Mitchell going to be talking with us today about I love having the sign because I don't have to remember. I can just turn it over.
There it is right there.
the fourth annual Pascagoula. It's fourth, right?
Yes.
I do remember. Yeah. Fourth annual Pascagoula Men's Club Downtown Barbecue Throwdown. And Joey and I was at the one last year, and it was a blast. We got a lot to talk about. It's going to be a great event this year if it's half as cool as last year. So, but before we jump into that, we want to thank the sponsors, man, the people that keep the lights on for us around here. And right out of the gate, I bet if you listen to the show, you know right exactly what I'm going to say, right?
I bet you're going to say Dr. Robbie Williams.
That's right. Over at Southern Magnolia Smiles, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for a great local dentist, he is located over on Washington Avenue in Ocean Springs. They are on the socials, Facebook and Instagram, at Southern Magnolia Smiles. All you got to do is look him up. You can check out his team. You can see him here. That's his friendly staff there. And when you're ready to go get your teeth clean, man, give him a shout. He supports the show. He's into the outdoors. He's an Ole Miss fan. I don't know if that's good or bad, depending on where you stand in life. But when you're ready to make that call, just give him a ring at 228-215-1202. Or you can also check him out at southernmagnoliasmiles.com. And we appreciate his support. Moving right along, Hill Tree Marketing, Jesse Hill and his team that you can see here. Great team, man. If you need a website built for any reason, Jesse is your one-stop shop. They do photography, videography. He can film a commercial for you. He can even manage the IT side of everything for you, all in-house and all local. So go to hilltreemarketing.com, check out some of the other brands that he's worked with, or go right over to brownwaterbanter.com because he built our website for us as well, and we are super proud of it. Moving right along, our good buddy Rocky over at Cedar Swamp, Gaucher Van Cleve exit, head south. It'll be on your left. Look him up as well. That's C2 Swamp. He's on Facebook. I don't think he's on Instagram, but he is on Facebook.
He's on Instagram. I think he is.
He said it was an old account that he doesn't use anymore. So
I just been tagging him.
Yeah, he's technically not on Instagram. But anyway, go check him out, man. He's got all your apparel, fishing, tackle, apparel, rods, reels, baits, whatever you need, extra tough boots. He's busting at the seams, man. He's always getting big shipments in and then complaining about having to unpack them and inventory them and sell them. So go check Rocky out, man. He's also runs Mississippi Coastal Angler Magazine. Thank you. I said that backwards. Yeah. But anyway, and we're in that for the Sheep's Head Showdown that's coming up October the 1st. He put us a full page ad in there, and we're super proud that he did that. And then moving right along, November the 8th is the midterm elections. And those elections are important, if you ask me, for a lot of reasons. So hopefully you're going to go out and vote. And when you do, when you see the name Calvin Taylor for circuit judge, we want you to know that you heard about him here on the podcast, man. He supports us and we support him. He's currently serving as an Ocean Springs municipal judge. He's got 30 years of experience representing the people of Jackson County, and he decided to throw his hat in the ring. And we've reached out to some people, and they tell us that he's the guy. So we're happy to be working with him. Calvin Taylor, when you see it, like I said, November the 8th, man, check that box. Tell him that you heard about him on the Brown Water Banter podcast. So, and then I got the flyer. I think it's probably the best thing to do is just lead with that right out of the gate for people that are jumping in and jumping out. But we've already said it. It's the fourth annual Downtown Barbecue Throwdown. Put on by the Pascagoula Men's Club, and it's going to be October 22nd in downtown Pascagoula from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the flyer is right here for the people watching on the live stream. You can check it out. If it's the same as last year, you don't need there's no tickets. You just show up, right?
You just show up.
Okay, yeah. So no tickets, just show up. Enjoy the event. They've given away all like cash and prizes for the people competing in the event, and then a $15 wristband will let you sample the teams that are cooking, so you can sample the food that they've made. And like we said, let me pull this down here. Where are we at? Boom. Like we said, we were there last year, and man, Joey and I were.
It was amazing.
We were blown away by the event. I know it's not probably the first barbecue competition that ever existed, but Pascagoula, y'all got that one on lockdown, right? That's exactly. Y'all's turf, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So tell us. I mean,
well, tell us your affiliation with the
there we go. We'll start
right off the bat. So,
I'm Mitchell Harala. I've been serving as president for the past 2 years. Been very proud to hold that office with a bunch of hardworking guys behind us.
Right.
The past 2 years and the years prior to that's been real success, and it makes my job easier when we're surrounded by all these talented men that with all that come from all walks of life, that they just, you need something, hey, I can do this, or let me take care of that, and it's just seamless, and it's a wonderful organization to be a part of.
Yeah.
And y'all's mission statement is help out people of Pascagoula.
Correct. We help the local charities and food banks. Adrian's House, we along with Backpack for Buddies, and
one of our main things we do is every Thanksgiving we give away 350 hams to the local churches and the senior center and the Adrian's House, and we always help the fire department, police department. We just approved getting a new bulletproof vest for the new K9 dog at the police department.
Yeah. We had one recently that was shot.
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
And we'll donate that vest in Exos's name to the incoming K9.
Okay. Right. Okay. Good deal. Yeah. I know this is at least the third time we've had somebody from the Pascagoula Men's Club on the show, so we're glad to have y'all back.
We did the barbecue twice. And the fishing tournament one. Actually, we did just the chapter once, and the barbecue this time, and then the fishing tournament. Fishing tournament's another big deal that y'all do, right?
It is. It's our other big fundraiser that helps us. It allows us to do what we do. The fishing tournament's been going on. I think it's been 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
We've been in existence for 12. I think
2009,
for 13, and I think the fishing tournament's been 10 years. And the barbecue. We used to do a golf tournament, and we just seemed the barbecue seemed to be a better fit. Because when you do a golf tournament, it's just for the teams.
Right.
And you don't really get the general public. And y'all seen at the barbecue last year, you get the whole general public. They get out there, they come downtown, and we hope we're helping the businesses downtown. Correct. For 2 days, I know it says it's a 1-day event, but the teams come in right after the businesses close on Friday about 5:30. And, so it's really a 2-day event down there. And so we are going to have a band Friday night. We do feed the teams on Friday night, but everybody's welcome to come down there Friday night. We will have a band, walk around. The bars will have drink specials. And it's really a 2-day event. The Friday night's just as fun as Saturday.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have your Bruce.
Yes.
That's on the sign right there, right?
Unfortunately.
And what is your status in the chapter?
Well, I've helped start it, and so I've kind of got stuck with it. I hadn't been able to find anybody to give it off to yet.
I know a couple new recruits that y'all just got. I could volunteer. Jonathan White and Brandon Myers, Rory Kelly, if I remember. I think he joined as well. So the young bucks can come in and start putting in a little work.
We have gotten some very new, good members, and like Mitchell said, I've been in several organizations, and this is probably the best organizations for volunteer help. We've never been short of that. We've always had people step up, and the new guys are really filling that void right there.
I like it. Yeah. I got I was telling y'all the drone. We were out there last year, like we said, and we threw a drone up in the air, and I'm going to flash on the screen for people watching. I mean, that's I don't even know that was the peak of attendance right there, but that's a lot of people right there. You'll see it come up here.
It's already
there. Yeah. So there, and that's only looking down the block. So out of frame here, there were even more people hanging out.
Yeah.
So the turnout was
the View Marche. I mean, it's not a View Marche, but Pascagoula's version of View Marche is almost like a plus sign.
It is.
It's a plus sign. So you got a north, south, east, and west, and fingers that come off of it, and that was only pointing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember the orientation.
West. That was pointing west. Mm-hmm. So you had north. I mean, we bring all kinds of people in for this, right?
Right. I think last year, just our wristband sales, and that doesn't count. We always give wristbands to all the sponsors, and we give wristbands to the team members. But I think we sold 400 to 500 wristbands.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we kind of, when the food gets down to a certain point, we quit selling wristbands, but we still allow people in.
Yep.
And they just come in and eat for free when it gets to that point. So I would think we would have had 700 or 800 people come through there last year.
Oh, easy. I believe that easy. No doubt. And I guess the format that y'all have, do y'all have it broke down into sections of, because in barbecue contests, I didn't realize there were so many rules. There's big rigs and backyard guys and every day. Do y'all have it broken down?
Well, we do. The first couple of years, we grouped everybody together because we were just starting out. And last year actually was the first year that we broke it out into 2 different categories because we don't want to lose the backyard people, but we started getting some of these competition cookers that actually there's a circuit, if anybody's not familiar with it, but there's a circuit that these people travel on and cook in, and it wasn't fair to have them compete against them, but it did incur a lot more costs because we had to double the prizes, with 2 categories. Now we went from 3 prizes to 6 prizes, and but we did it and it worked out last year, and so that's what we're doing. So you can register under big rig or backyard.
I tell you from like our outside perspective looking in, it's cool to like show up and see like the big rigs that you're talking about, because y'all had guys out there with like full blown trailers. I mean, it was a legit setup. But then it's super cool to see like the like next to him or whatever down the street, you might have a guy just like on a Weber.
Yeah,
competing, and he's competing in the backyard.
A bum drum.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool to me. It's like, oh, that was the setup, and then this guy's doing this. It's pretty cool. You can relate to it.
Yeah, last year was our first year. We got invited, and I'll tell you, me and Jared rolled over there at probably 7 o'clock in the morning.
It was pretty early,
and we're 7 o'clock in the morning, and we got out of the truck. And everybody's still up from the night before, hanging out.
Yeah.
And the very first thing, the smell hits you, and it's like, oh my God, what have I just walked into? Yep. Then the first thing, somebody
not the Pogie plant. We're talking barbecue.
Then the next thing, we're walking down the street. Everybody's like, hey man, you want a Bloody Mary? Hey man, you want some brisket? Hey, you need some ribs? And I was like, man, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I just ate breakfast, but I'll try it.
I looked at Joey. I was like, what have we got ourselves
into?
It
was awesome.
I didn't know what to expect. I was like, I think we might be in the middle of a party.
That's right.
And that's exactly what it was.
You're right in the middle of the party.
Yeah.
Actually.
And so I've said it before talking to you guys. I worked in Pascagoula at Singing River Hospital since 2018, but like I pretty much go straight to work. And then when I'm done, I drive straight home. I don't hang out too much down in Pascagoula. So to go downtown for that event last year was my first experience with y'all's downtown area. So what's the backstory on that? Because y'all got some really cool little bars down there now.
We do. And that's one thing we tried to do is bring the business downtown, and they're doing a lot for Pascagoula if you kind of keep up with it.
Yeah.
A lot of renovations, there's a lot of new businesses, but we've got 4 bars. You got Scranton's and Jury Room, Jazz Club, and the new one that opened, the Dirty Pelican. Okay. And so there's a lot of little bars there, and there's a lot of little shops and everything, and they try to open for us. Even the ones that aren't open on Saturdays will come in and open for the barbecue. And just trying to bring people downtown, just like to show you were the first, come down there.
Yeah. I got experience too.
That's the first time I've actually gone to Pascagoula to hang out.
What was that area down there? Like you've lived down in Pascagoula for a while, I'm sure.
Right.
Did it used to be like the hustle bustle area and then kind of died out, or what's its story though?
It's been a lot of more professional, isn't it? And they're trying to do more of a mixed use.
Well, back when we were growing up, it was the hustle and bustle. You had the Bargain Annex, and, Broomfields, the Hush Puppy store there, Stride Rights, and there was a couple of other clothing stores. We're talking back in the 70s.
Right.
70s and early 80s.
I think of Joey said the View Marché. Like I think of Biloxi.
You were 2 years old in the 70s.
The hell do you remember? I was born in 68, and that's where we went to get our clothes. We didn't drive to Biloxi to the mall. Go straight to the mall. That's before that, and it was a booming little place.
Yeah.
And we would go down there and to Broomfields, and Mom had a charge account. We need something for Friday night, get a tie or a shirt, and they'd sign the check and mail her the bill,
That's right.
Good old days.
That's right. I remember whenever you had the credit card thing where it was like
pull it back, swipe
it, and knuckle buster.
The carbon copy on
it. Get four different copies, and they're just full of ink.
She got the bill 4 weeks later, and then she was like, that was.
Yeah, I don't remember buying that. But no, that's the View Marché was kind of like that. It was all the old school, like I don't remember, like Woolworths, I think, and then Crest was an actual store, not just the name of the building. But all those old retail stores, and then it kind of died out. And they've tried a bunch of times to like rejuvenate it, and now the old Barks building got bought out by a Pascagoula guy. I'm going to forget his name. He's an attorney, but anyway,
I think the only one down there is Elsie's hardware store.
Yeah. But I'm saying now they've gutted the old Bart's building, and they're going to try to put back upstairs is going to be apartments so they can get the foot traffic of people living there, and then downstairs they're going to do restaurants, bars, or whatever. And I bring all that up is because that's the vibe I got from downtown Pascagoula with y'all having some of the new bars open up. You know, that jury room place was legit.
Yeah.
And they're one of our sponsors, and they'll open early for Bloody Mary. So
that's what we did.
Worry.
No, that's exactly what we did.
Believe me, that's what we're hunting as soon as we get down.
What we did.
Yeah, there is a push down there too. There's at the Oddfellows they opened some apartments there, and above Scranton's, and then the old Hancock Bank building there.
I heard that last year.
Transitioning that and finishing it up.
Yeah, because you got to have. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, that's where y'all's room that y'all rent, or that's where y'all's meetings are, right down there on the square, or whatever y'all call it. Are y'all still down there?
No, we actually the country club lets us meet there at the Pascagoula Country Club, and they've always let us and been really great to work with, and they've always let us meet there.
Okay, so that building right there where y'all were hanging out, that was just where y'all were hanging out?
Well, Jason Poole actually let us use a building before he refurbished it. That was kind of our hub on the first couple.
Yeah, I thought that was y'all's hangout, but y'all go to the country club.
We got Pascagoula Country Club.
All right.
Yeah. The getting the apartments or whatever down there, all the little cities that try to make that push, they want the foot traffic because they need people that live down there to get a reason to be down there.
It's a reason to be down there.
Exactly. So let's jump in a little bit to, like we mentioned it a little bit, but more specifics on the cook-off itself.
Yeah, the category.
Yeah, the category. So you got what's the big boys called?
Yeah, the big rig.
Big rig. Okay.
Of course, the circuit cookers, and then the backyard. And there's 3 categories, and you pick 2. And there's brisket, Boston butts, and ribs. And then there's a lanyap category called UFO. That's
awesome.
That's all voluntary. Now we provide the meat. When you pick your 2 categories, the entry fee basically covers the meat. It's $225 per team.
Okay.
And it covers all your meat, so you don't have any costs on that. But if you decide to enter the UFO category, then you provide whatever, because that could be anything. They could do a seafood, a dessert,
their favorite recipe.
Yes,
now,
favorite recipe.
Tell people that may not be familiar with the story why y'all call it. What does UFO stand for, and why did y'all pick that?
Well,
acronym?
It's unidentified food object,
right?
And of course, it's because of the 1970 6-4 story of the alien abduction.
The alien abduction in
Calvin
Parker.
And was it Robert?
I can't think of the other guy's
Hickson.
name.
It was Hickson, I know, because I worked with his nephew.
Okay,
I did. Right. He retired, but
was he all judge first year or something like that?
Yep, we invited him.
He actually first 2 years that Calvin Parker was our
UFO judge.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool. I thought that was a super
that
twist
is awesome.
on a local story. That was
and y'all got some real deal judges, because I know Christian was a judge last year. He's the
Wade.
chef at the Beau Rivage.
And he's going to be with us again this year.
Okay. Yeah. He's executive. He's the man.
He's the man. Yeah.
We try to get some good judges, because that really depicts on getting an honest. And we've got a scorecard. They can all look at how they scored, and where they placed, and so we try to do it. And of course, it's blind judging. Nobody knows who's who. Yeah, who's who. So,
do y'all do like a category or points for presentation?
Yes, do that's part of it.
Yeah, that's part. The crazier you can get, the better.
That's right.
Like a fan favorite.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
That's legit. I like that. Yeah. So the big rig category, and like you say, you pick 2 meats. Yes. UFO if you want to do it. And then is it the same rules for the smaller guy? What do you call them? The backyard guys?
Backyard. Yeah. Same rules. You just it's pretty basic, and we've sent out the forms with all the rules on them. But of course, you have to use the meat we provide you, and it has to be in by a certain time. And we break down the presentation, taste, and all that in there.
What's the split on the big rig versus the backyard guys as far as numbers? Do you remember?
Actually, it was almost half and half last year. We had about 20 teams, and it was either 10-10 or 11-9. It was right there.
Close.
Yeah, it was really close.
Yeah, y'all still looking for teams?
Yes,
now.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, this is the time we're looking for teams. We've got probably 8 or 10 committed, and that's not counting anybody from last year yet. So,
so it's going to be bigger already.
So I hope it's bigger.
Yeah.
And but we're always looking for teams. We've got plenty of room down there.
Yeah.
So, y'all come on down.
Yeah. Y'all have to get with the city on that? They let y'all block the roads off and all that kind of stuff? Are they easy to deal with?
They are. Matter of fact, Mitchell was talking.
I was on the phone with the city on the way up here with the logistics of downtown.
They want to plot, I'm sure, where you're going to be.
Yeah, Hotel Whiskey's coming in, and on the week after Zonta, which is Zonta's held the first weekend in October, and Hotel Whiskey's going to break ground on the green space we had last year. So we're working with the city to find us
where the stage was last year.
Where the stage was,
correct.
To get us a ground zero, we call it, where our tent is, and to be located close to the stage.
Right.
Because Friday night is the third Friday night of Pascagoula, they call it, and we're going to be in conjunction with them, kind of working behind the scenes, getting the rigs set up while they have the band going and some vendors. And Dirty Blue Halo is playing Friday night. I'll go ahead and throw that out for all you Dirty Blue Halo fans.
Yeah.
They're going to play from 5 to 8, and then we're going to extend their hours on to 10:30 for the public and the cookers to, while everybody's setting up, and just still have some entertainment going on.
Yeah. Is that who'd y'all have last year? I'm trying to remember the name of the band because my buddy was in it.
Matt Hoggett.
Matt Hoggett played after the third Friday night was over with last year.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Saturday.
Saturday it was Coast Motel.
There you go.
Coast Motel played on Saturday.
Chip is their drummer. I used to work with Chip.
Chip Cuevas.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I love Chip. Chip's a good dude. Yeah. And they were good. The band was good. Their song selection, I was like, okay, go.
They had a bunch of people on stage.
They did have a lot.
A bunch. I was like, holy crap, all these people were in the band.
Thought it was Leonard Skinner for a second. But yeah, so are y'all going to lose that ground zero spot? Are they going to build a hotel right there?
That's where the Hotel Whiskey's coming.
Okay, that's good though.
That's the word is if they don't break ground like they say they are, then we'll rearrange as the weeks go on. But for now, the city informed us today that they were breaking ground. So
okay, progress.
We were working with it's called the downtown. What are they called down there?
Oh, Main Street.
Main Street. I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart.
Like Main Street Association or something. Yeah, we have one of those.
Pascagoula Main Street, and I just had a brain fart. But anyway, they're going to work with us, and we're the logistics of all the vendors and the food trucks for Friday night, so we can get the big rigs in and just continue the party and move right into Saturday morning.
What where do they go for the teams that want to join? Is listening to this live, or they hear it before? What's the cutoff date, and where do they need to go? I know you got on the sign your numbers right there, right? Do you want to shout that out?
Yeah.
You want that kind of drama?
Really,
in your life?
It's already out there. It's already
yeah. You could call me. It's 228-219-1067, and also we've got it posted on our webpage.
It's on the webpage, and it should be. We're going to have the electronic copies on the webpage and the Facebook page.
Okay. So it's our Pascagoula Men's Club webpage plus Facebook.
Right? Okay, it'll be right there. Some kind of link that you can get over to it. Okay, all right, I like that.
The electronic version, and they can print it off. I think it's a printable version where they can print it off and mail it in. We're not set up to actually
receive payment.
Receive it.
Gotcha. Okay. We know a guy, Hilltree Marketing, if you want.
Exactly.
Let you know. But that's great, man. Joey, we're probably gonna have to figure out how to we're gonna have to. Our kids in the next year or two be old enough we could just pay them to run the booth, and we join as a team and try to compete.
Step on up.
Don't be scared. I got a question. What's the difference between the big rig and the backyard?
It's your choice.
It's our choice.
It's your choice.
So if I register backyard, but I show up with an 18-wheeler semi truck with cooking gear, you're going to tell me no?
You'll kick me out.
Because I don't know.
We don't know how you cook.
I'm not going to kick you out because I know y'all can't cook that well.
That's a good point. That's fair.
What separates it? What separates it? Really, what separates it?
No, it's just really honesty. You know, I mean, you know what the big rigs are. And being our fourth year, I mean, we're still growing and everything, but the teams that come back every year, we kind of know.
Right.
And it's more of a pride thing,
Yeah.
They want to win at big rig if they think they're,
a big rig. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. See, I think I'd be in the backyard. Like, I want to get a couple Smoky Joes and put them on a picnic table and paint our face like Guerrilla Commandos and try to win that one. Like that's Rambo. What I would do. John Rambo.
Camo.
Yes.
Well, last year the weather, morning of wasn't great. it
Right.
had
It's cloudy.
that storm come in and push a bunch of. But in the afternoon, it got beautiful.
I know.
I don't think it ever rained though, did it?
No,
it
was
just
a
looked
front,
like it was going to be bad.
Front
it never
come
did.
through, and it was windy and stuff like that, and everybody stopped blowing around. But about 2 hours later, it was
good.
I remember it was kind of cool because we sold a bunch of beanies. Yeah, we had beanies out there. People were like, "Hey, can I have that beanie?" I'm like, "Yeah, for $25 bucks."
Yeah,
or whatever we were selling them for. I don't remember, but yeah, we sold a few. We're like, all right, cool. And then it got hot, and everybody took them off. But it was a really good event, though. I really dig it, man. I dig it. So
and y'all going to be there this year, right?
For sure.
We'll be there.
Okay,
we'll
good.
Be there, wherever y'all want to put us. I know y'all got some more teams this year. Hopefully, y'all have some more teams. So
we'll get you in a good spot.
Wherever y'all stick us, we'll go there
time.
and hang out, and it's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah, it is. What else y'all got coming up on the horizon for the men's club, man? I know this is one of y'all bigger events, that and the fishing tournament, right?
It is, and then
this event will close out our fundraising for the year, and then we'll move into Thanksgiving, like Bruce had said earlier, with the ham cooking, and then we'll
during Christmas
during Christmas we'll adopt some families, and we'll put our fillers out, and people will come to us, and we'll make somebody have a Merry Christmas.
Now, and that's for the city of Pascagoula.
People in the city of Pascagoula.
I love how it stays in Pascagoula. I love that.
That's what we try to do. Especially the Adrian house. You never know who's going to be in it. It's women's and children's, battered women's and children's house. We always try to figure out who's in there for December and make sure those kids have a good Christmas.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
that's keep it local in your own
What
community.
was the event that y'all pulled up on?
I was just fixing to say that. So y'all did the ham and the brisket thing, and if you remember, it was me and Jonathan White and Brandon Myers. We had went camping up the river and just ran. Well, I think we knew because you were talking about we were going to set up at the event ourselves.
We were going to go over with him and do some film or video of it. Right. We didn't make it over.
Well, I did because we were rolling around the corner, and Brandon's dad called Brandon. Was it Robert?
Robert.
And was like, y'all stop by here, and then we rolled in a little bit hungover. And y'all had all these briskets and the pork shoulders, and y'all had a big tub of grits, and we were eating like brisket, dipping it in the grits and eating it. Dude, I was like, I thought we was like in heaven. And then the Bloody Marys came out, and then the party continued.
It's all good.
It was a damn good time. So I really enjoyed it. What else we got to cover with it, man? I think we sent people to the right location, right? We got the number out there.
I think we're good. Pascagoula, that's where it's at, October 22nd, and still accepting teams for both categories. Big rig and
we didn't mention the cash and prizes though. What's the prizes?
Where we going with that?
That's kind of important.
Is it still up in the air right now?
No, it's $500 for first prize,
and that's each category for the big rig guys and for the
$500, $250, and $100,
and then plus trophies.
That's first, second, third. What you just said?
Yes.
First, second, third,
respectively.
Okay.
And we do have a first responders category that they'll be in the other categories. Say if they pick Boston butts and they pick brisket, they'll enter it with everybody else, but the first responders have a separate trophy, and whatever the winner is, I know Pascagoula won it last year, but they have to bring it back this year, and if say Moss Point or Gaucher wins it, they have to give it to them.
Is that open through the coast?
Yes.
Anybody
it's open through the coast. Responder.
Yeah, I know y'all had a gun raffle last year because there was a first responder. Was that the same?
Well, the fire department had
the fire department was raising money for the Latch family and the Moeller family there.
Yeah.
Okay.
During that time, they were going through some hardships, and we gave Pascagoula Fire Department that corner. To do their thing, and plus they cooked in the cook-off. And they had a really good weekend there to raise money for those unfortunate families at that time.
And y'all do the sides, or who does the sides?
Yes, we do the sides.
Yeah, so there's a side station. So when you walk in the door, you get a wristband, and there's potato salad,
baked beans, and coleslaw, and then literally you cannot go around to every team and sample before you get
you'll
full.
throw up.
Right.
You'll be so full you throw up.
So for $15, I mean, it's really a good thing.
It really is. Yeah.
And we do have I just had brain fart.
It's all good.
I know last year y'all raffled off there was a golf cart down there too. People were selling tickets for.
That was
that's what I was going to say.
Resurrection or something like that.
Yes,
I think it was.
We do have we're raffling off a liquor basket and
large green egg.
Okay, what's the tickets on that? You know, price?
It's $5
for $20 or $5 a piece.
Yes,
and that goes back to the Pascagoula Men's Club.
Goes into the Pascagoula Men's Club.
Sweet,
I love it.
But I'm telling you, the format, the way y'all got it set up, you pay $15, you'll never eat I mean, you'll be so full you got to roll out of there.
Do you have is your sponsors on your Facebook page? Is there a post with the sponsors on it? We could shout it out if it's out there.
We're closing down actually this week. We're closing down the sponsors. It will be on the Facebook page. We're going to get posters printed. We're going to get banners printed, and the banners will be downtown.
Okay.
In the next week or so, but we will post those as soon as we close that out, and that's this week.
Yeah, our fundraising. We've started. But 2 weeks after the fishing rodeo ended, we went straight into this cook-off, getting our sponsors, and we've been more than blessed for this event. And I just can't say enough. Thank you. I'm not going to go into detail for the sponsors, but they really blessed us this year. We surpassed last year.
Well, I saw the board last year, and it's pretty much the whole city of Pascagoula.
We surpassed last year's goal, and it's wonderful the support that the city of Pascagoula gives us.
Does the Pogie plant sponsor? Because I feel like they owe it back to the community.
First year, they're sponsoring this year.
All right, is it?
That's
out of the bag.
All right. I just feel like they really owe the people of Pascagoula. They owe. I mean, because that's
Well, instead of pogies that day, we're gonna have brisket and ribs in the air.
Yeah, but if they're out there processing,
if we ever can have a pogie category, if you can make that taste good, then
you win.
You win. Everybody else just tap out.
There it is. Smoke pogie. If you can smoke a pogie and make it taste good, you automatically win.
Yeah, you're in. You're in.
That's a tough one. What's the cutoff on teams registering? We might have said that earlier, but I don't remember.
Well, our Pitmasters meeting will be the Thursday before that, so I guess that would be the 20th.
Okay. Is that mandatory for all teams?
Yes.
Okay, and that's where y'all go over the rules. And
yes, and there are some that are out of town. If they contact me, they get their forms in, and they're coming in Friday. I'll hold all their meat, So we kind of work that out, but we like them to be there in case there's any rule changes or adjustments or whatever. But we like it. So that'll be the 20th. So it'll be the 13th because that's when we put in all our order.
Yeah.
Okay.
For all the meat.
And where y'all getting that from?
Jerry Lee's.
Jerry Lee's
is you try to keep it local.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That reminded me of a question I was going to ask you a minute ago, and I had a brain for it too. Where are all the teams from? What's the breakdown on that? Like how far out? Like are they all local? Do you got? And then also, are y'all affiliated with any circuits, like officially?
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
The teams we get them probably as far away as Laurel. We get a couple from Louisiana, and there's Hattiesburg, Meridian, Bluesdale.
Okay.
And then a lot of local ones. And we're not affiliated with any circuit yet, but that's kind of what we're trying to build up to. Yeah. You have to get to a certain level before you can be affiliated with the Memphis in May.
Right.
Be a precursor to the Memphis in May.
Correct.
And we're not there yet. Well, hopefully we're only a couple of years out.
Is that based on teams or attendance or both?
Well, the main thing is you have to have the certified judges.
Okay.
And there's a whole list
of
stipulations.
A bunch of expense, I bet, too.
Yes.
So
we've been digging into the same thing, and I didn't know it's like the big league
it's
of
huge.
barbecue. You can't just go in your backyard and say, "Hey, come over and judge this." You got to have.
But there's no precursors. I mean, there's no little barbecue contest down here that are precursor to Memphis in May. And matter of fact, Dusty Wally he won Memphis in May for the whole hog, and he's from Pascagoula. And he's cooking for the teams this year for Friday night, and he kind of helps us out on that. Lets us know, what we need to do and what we need to go for.
Okay.
But hopefully in the next 2 or 3 years, we might be on the circuit.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. And I think the last time we had y'all on the men's club we talked to y'all about that because we want to start one on our end of town and do the same thing. And
because y'all's model is killer.
It's perfect.
It's awesome.
Perfect.
I mean, it's awesome.
Appreciate that.
We've reached out to some of the guys at Butcher on Tucker and the butcher shop over in our neck of the woods.
That'd be great to get them.
That's
where you got to start.
They're all about it, and they can get the meat. So I called the city of Biloxi because originally I thought about doing it down there, and it's just anytime you have to do a municipality, it's a little bit more hoops to jump through.
It is,
and it being our first time, I didn't know really where to start. As far as like, do you get the teams first? Do you get I didn't know, so I kind of backed off, and we had the fishing tournament going on. But I think 23, I think we might try to do ours early in the year. And do it maybe at the Butcher on Tucker in Latimer.
Yeah.
Be Latimer famous.
Well, the way we do it, we always try to line up our sponsors first.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way you can give them the most publicity.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you get them nailed down, then you go after the team and all the logistics and all that, kind of work it out. But if you're dealing with a city,
Right.
you got to start that at the beginning.
You got to
That's
get the
right.
ball rolling.
That's right.
You got to get
And
that
it's
ball
almost,
rolling.
I hate to say it, but it's almost like a barbecue's almost like a cult. Like if you
Cool.
build
it definitely
if you
is.
build it, they will come. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where they're from.
Type that into YouTube and see what you get
Yeah.
into. It's just
It's
barbecue. That's all you got to write.
multi-million-dollar. I mean, people bringing these RVs and big old
man.
from everywhere.
And the people we've met that's come in over the last 4 years, the hospitality that they show the other teams, and the knowledge they share with the people that if you're seeking the knowledge, they'll give it to you.
Correct.
Oh yeah,
they're so nice.
Yeah, and it's like a family down there. There's
It
nobody's rubbing anybody the wrong way. Nobody wants to win. I mean, I guess everybody wants to win, but it's all about helping. If he doesn't have a lighter, we're going to help this guy light his, his smoker. If he doesn't have any wood.
I liked all the team names and then the decorations on some of their gear. Some of them had flames all over everything and their tents and all that. Everything was branded. And then served in that big aluminum tray. They put it up there and it was all cubed up and ready to go.
I'm ready.
It was a fat boy heaven. You know what I mean?
That's what it was, man. I told y'all last year. I told Doug, I was like, man, if you want to have us back, we are 100%.
Saturday morning, we went around picking up all the trash in the golf cart, from Friday night, and we came back and we couldn't move because every time we went by a booth, they handed us something.
Some more food.
They're like, here, try this. Like, we're just picking. We're just cleaning
not
up.
Yet. Not yet. Yeah.
And we're just like,
well, I'll tell you, I had the best Bloody Mary I ever had down there.
Yeah, it was legit.
Lady had that jalapeno infused vodka.
Well, that's a member's wife.
Holy moly.
Miss Ashley Dodson.
Yeah.
And I tried to pay her. I tried to pay her I tried to pay her American dollars, and she said, "No, baby, this one's on me." I said,
well, they'll be back this year, I promise.
In the same spot.
Yeah.
In the same spot.
Go find her. Go find her and get that Bloody Mary because that's the best one on the coast. I promise you.
Well, I would ask the people of Jackson County that are not in Pascagoula. So when you got Ocean Springs and even our St. Martin neck of the woods, make that long journey over to Pascagoula.
Yeah.
Cross that bridge that you don't normally like to cross.
Come hang out with
Ocean Springs people are finicky about that, crossing that bridge. They got to be going to Orange Beach or Destin to drive across that bridge, right? They ain't doing it otherwise. But this is an event.
Yeah, come hang out with us.
It's worth it.
And we do have the Gaucher's Men's Club and East Central have committed to, to cooking it again. So we do have
East Central's got a men's club too.
Mm-hmm. And they've committed to
compete. They're going to compete.
They're going to compete.
They're going to come and cook with us.
All right. Well, dude, I appreciate y'all stopping in here with us this evening. Everything y'all do, we're a fan of. Like you say,
100% on board.
Keeping the community, raising money for the community, doing what needs to be done for the community, and keeping it in your community. I think is a really good thing. So we had a few comments come through. People are digging it. Somebody on LinkedIn said you let the cat out of the bag on the yeah. Was there something else you want to throw in?
Yeah, on the live music, I did say Dirty Blue Halo for Friday night, and then Saturday, Crosstown will be playing.
Okay.
And then Jamie's daughter's going.
Yep. Jamie Foster will start with some DJing, and then his daughter will sing the national anthem, and then we'll move into Crosstown.
That'll be going
another
on,
local band.
That'll be going on all day while they're cooking.
How many bands is that total? Did I hear
three?
Two.
Yeah.
Well, one Friday night,
right?
Two
Saturday. Okay. So
and we always kick it off with the national anthem at 11 o'clock.
Thank you.
Got to do that
for that. Yeah,
America.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Right. That's right. That's right.
And no vendors, right?
Well, no.
Well, you do vendors the Friday night.
Well, no. I mean, we're like y'all will be there.
Right.
We're trying to. We don't really promote it a lot. We don't charge the vendors anything.
Okay.
If you're welcome to come down there, and we'll find a spot for you. There's always a few. But we welcome as many vendors as possible. We'll find a spot for you.
And that's getting in touch with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't just show up day up.
Yeah.
No, don't show up day up.
Make sure you got permission.
The vendors Friday night will be from the city's event.
Right.
They have a third Friday event down there that kind of kick it off, and then it kind of rolls over to us.
Biloxi does first Friday, so y'all do third Friday.
There you go.
I like that. Spread the wealth.
So we need to set up Friday.
I think so.
Hang out Friday night.
I very much think we need to do that, and maybe, like you said, even get a place down there. Yeah,
for sure.
Cool. It's gonna be a party, man. I love what y'all doing. Yeah, like we said, and people that are listening, man, be sure that's. Let's read it out again. It's October 22nd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the actual competition.
Yes.
But come down. What about Friday night? What time? If they want to
yeah.
check that out, what time does it start? You said.
Well, third Friday goes from 5
5 to 8.
So that's the city's thing.
That's the city's
and then
thing.
after that,
y'all are going to 10.
Right.
Exactly.
Dirty Blue Halo will probably take a little break, and then they'll continue on playing for the till 10:30.
I love it, man.
Yep.
And parking, where do y'all recommend parking for this event? Is there any recommend?
They'll close the streets down right after the business is closed around 5:30, but parking all around.
Yeah.
Because that one main street will be closed, and there'll be plenty of parking.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bring cash, right?
Bring cash.
Bring cash.
Bring cash.
Cash is king, baby.
Cash is king, baby.
Folding money.
Yes. Well, thank y'all so much again for stopping by. Thanks everybody for watching on the live stream and on the replays. And we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So make sure you like the Brownwater page.
Showdown's coming in 2 weeks, so get registered.
Yep, that's going to be October the 1st, and we've already got ticket sales up on the website, brownwaterbanter.com. Go register for whatever you want. We got the sheep's head, the flounder, speckled trout, redfish for you anglers, right?
Yep.
And then
if
you
dive,
go dive. If you're 12 and under, it's free. You can compete in the kids division, and just going to be a damn good time. $1,500 cash, $1,500 cash prize on the sheep's head. So we're pretty proud about that. Yeah,
big money. Good.
That's right.
Big money.
Yeah, and we've had funny story. We've had the same guy win it 2 years in a row.
He's like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
he wins it every year. He's got like so many belts. He's like walking around like this.
He called it last year. He said, "I'm going to be the champ." So I don't know if he's going to do champ this year or not. So we'll see.
Somebody's got to dethrone him, but he's tough. He's tough to beat.
He knows his shit.
He's calling it out. He's calling his shot.
That's it.
Right. He's like Babe Ruth. He stepped up there and did that.
He did it. All right. We'll see y'all in the next.